Hey guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin. Today I'm going to be looking at the Coxey Building ruins in Ariel Foundation Park in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video about almost all of these buildings out over here and over here, you should definitely do that first. So today I'm going to be looking at the ruins of this building. I think in my last video I accidentally called this the Coxey Building a few times, but I guess it's just the Coxey Building. So now this was an old steel factory that was built on this land. And fun fact about this place that you can actually read on a plaque at the very end of it is that the steel from this building, even though this building wasn't built until 1900, came from Chicago in 1893 and was brought over by circus trains to this spot, which is kind of a weird and ridiculous thing. So as we look around what's left of the building, as you can tell, it's not in great shape. You can kind of see some of the foundation of it. And as we walk in, you can see kind of some doors. It looks like there would have been a window here, so the building would have ended right over there and also right here. You can see a camera up there, which I think is just pretty weird. So as we walk through one of the doors, we get into what is basically the fullest room here. And as we can see, there's still some windows. So a thing I mentioned in my last video is that in the park there are these sculptures made of these steel trusses. I'm not sure if this one is one of them technically or not, but they were actually made from what held up the roof of this building at one point. So I think that's kind of interesting. They basically took out these old steel things that were holding up the roof and made them into sculptures. So I already said a lot of this, but the structural steel for this building was salvaged from the World's Columbian exhibit in Chicago. It was transported to this site on 40 Circus Railroad cars. Apparently, Jacob Coxey was unsuccessful in attempting to produce steel in this building, and then the glass plant nearby was very successful at making glass. So something I'm not sure of is if this building was bought by the glass factory or if it kind of just was on their land while they were making glass, or how long it's been abandoned for or anything like that. But to me, this is one of the coolest features about this park, and is actually the reason I decided to come here the first time I came here, because getting to see ruins like this and getting to actually be allowed to go inside them is pretty neat. So anyway, this is the Coxey Building at Ariel Foundation Park in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Again, if you haven't watched my videos about the buildings over here, you should definitely do that. I'm going to have another building coming about the landscape of it, because I think the landscaping here is pretty neat. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe.